What's up, Multiverse of Mayhem fans? Today we're heading to a galaxy far, far away, but not for war, politics, or lightsaber duels. Instead, we're asking a much simpler question. If the Star Wars galaxy were real, which planets would you actually want to visit? Because let's be honest, a lot of Star Wars worlds look incredible on screen, but living there would probably be a nightmare. Constant wars, brutal climates, dangerous wildlife, and galactic crime syndicates don't exactly scream vacation destination. So for this list, we're focusing on planets that are not just iconic, but places that would realistically be beautiful, livable, and worth traveling to if hyperspace tourism were a thing. Let's jump in. Starting off with our number 10 spot, we have Lothal. Introduced in the animated series Star Wars Rebels, Lothal is one of the more grounded and peaceful worlds we see in the Star Wars universe. Before the rise of the Empire, it's portrayed as a quiet, agricultural planet filled with rolling grasslands, open skies, and rural farming communities. Instead of giant megacities or harsh environments, Lothal offers farmland, wildlife, and a slower pace of life. Even during the Imperial occupation shown in Rebels, the planet still maintains that sense of natural beauty and wide open space. If you're someone who prefers countryside landscapes and peaceful scenery over crowded cities, Lothal would actually be a relaxing place to visit once stability returns to the system. Moving on to our number 9 spot is Naboo. First introduced in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Naboo is widely considered one of the most visually beautiful planets in the entire Star Wars saga. With its green hills, calm lakes, classical architecture, and scenic waterfalls, the planet feels elegant and peaceful. The capital city of Theed is famous for its grand palaces and picturesque landscapes, making it the kind of place you could explore for days. Naboo is also home to two distinct civilizations, the human population and the aquatic Gungans, whose underwater city, Otogunga, sits beneath the planet's lakes. The combination of culture, architecture, and natural beauty makes Naboo one of the most appealing destinations in the galaxy. Coming in at number 8 is Kashyyyk, the forest world home to the Wookiees, including the legendary co-pilot Chewbacca. Kashyyyk is famous for its enormous Roshir trees, which stretch high into the atmosphere and form massive layered forests. Wookiee settlements are built high in the upper canopy, connected by platforms and walkways that create entire cities among the treetops. While the forest floor is known to be extremely dangerous and filled with predators, the upper levels where the Wookiees live are far safer and more stable. Visiting Kashyyyk would feel like stepping into a massive nature reserve on a galactic scale, surrounded by towering trees, incredible wildlife, and a culture deeply connected to its environment. Sliding into number 7 is Alderaan. At least before the tragic events of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Before its destruction by the Death Star, Alderaan was widely known as one of the most peaceful and environmentally beautiful planets in the galaxy. The world was famous for its mountain ranges, lakes, and strong commitment to preserving its natural landscapes. Alderaan also played an important role politically, as it was the homeworld of leaders like Leia Organa and her adoptive father Bail Organa. If the Empire had never destroyed it, Alderaan would easily be one of the top travel destinations in the entire Star Wars galaxy. At number 6, we have Chandrila, an important core world that becomes politically significant during the era of the New Republic after Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Chandrila is known for its peaceful landscapes, open grasslands, and refined cultural traditions. It's also the homeworld of Mon Mothma, one of the most important leaders of the Rebel Alliance and later the New Republic. Unlike industrial or heavily militarized planets, Chandrila has a reputation for valuing diplomacy, education, and cultural development. With its calm environment and political significance, the planet feels like a peaceful and historically important place to visit. Breaking into our top 5, number 5 goes to Scarif, seen in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Scarif is essentially the tropical paradise of the Star Wars galaxy. The planet is covered in bright blue oceans, white sand beaches and lush island chains that stretch across the horizon. While Scarif served as a heavily guarded Imperial data vault during the events of Rogue One, its natural environment is absolutely stunning. In peaceful times, the planet would resemble the ultimate galactic island getaway: crystal clear waters, warm climate and scenic coastal landscapes. And coming in at number 4 is Coruscant, the political and cultural centre of the galaxy for thousands of years. First prominently seen in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Coruscant is a planet-wide city filled with endless skyscrapers, bustling districts and millions of residents from across the galaxy. While it lacks natural scenery compared to some of the other planets on this list, the sheer scale of Coruscant makes it one of the most fascinating destinations imaginable. From the Galactic Senate District to entertainment hubs and markets filled with alien cultures, Coruscant represents the heart of galactic civilization. Down to our last 3, our number 3 spot goes to Ahch-To. Introduced in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, and explored further in Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. This remote ocean world is home to the first Jedi Temple and the place where Luke Skywalker chose to live in exile. The planet is made up of steep cliffs rising above vast oceans, scattered islands, and ancient stone structures that date back to the earliest days of the Jedi Order. Ahch-To has an incredibly peaceful and spiritual atmosphere, making it feel like the kind of place someone might visit to disconnect from the chaos of the galaxy and reflect on the deeper mysteries of the Force. Our number 2 spot goes to Bespin, specifically the floating city known as Cloud City, which appeared in Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Suspended high in the atmosphere of the gas giant Bespin, Cloud City is one of the most visually unique locations in Star Wars. The city floats above the clouds and was originally built as a Tabana gas mining facility. During the time of Lando Calrissian, however, it became known for its luxury lifestyle and elegant design, with sleek architecture and panoramic views of endless cloud horizons. Cloud City would feel like visiting a futuristic sky resort. And finally, taking our number 1 spot, we have Takodana, the peaceful lake world seen in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Takodana is known for its forests, lakes, and the ancient castle belonging to Maz Kanata. For centuries, Maz's castle has served as a gathering place for travellers, smugglers, and adventurers from all corners of the galaxy. The planet combines scenic natural landscapes with a lively social atmosphere where people from countless species can meet, trade stories and share information. Between its peaceful environment, rich history and vibrant crossroads of galactic cultures, Takodana feels like one of the most welcoming destinations in the Star Wars universe. So there you have it. 10 Star Wars planets that wouldn't just look incredible on screen, but would actually be amazing places to visit if hyperspace travel existed. From tropical oceans and floating cities to ancient Jedi temples and peaceful countryside worlds, the Star Wars galaxy is full of destinations far more inviting than the battlefields we usually see. Now I want to hear from you. Which Star Wars planet would you visit first? Did your favourite world make the list, or is there another destination you'd add? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this galactic travel guide, smash that like button, subscribe to Multiverse of Mayhem, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the worlds, characters, and legends that make these universes so incredible. Stay chaotic, stay curious, and remember the multiverse is mayhem, even in a galaxy far, far away. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.